welcome back to my channel. Today we are in the kitchen and we're going to be making an Italian Easter bread. It is a braided egg bread. This is something that we've been having in my family for Easter for as long as I can remember, and I've always wanted to try to make it, so that is what I'm going to do today. Usually my aunt, she makes it and she makes it very well. Actually, a few of them already, most of them I think make it, but I've never tried to make it myself, so I'm going to challenge myself today and hope that we could get this done. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swing the camera around and show you everything that we're going to be doing today step by step so you can make it for your Easter as well. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Joanne. I'm married. I have twin boys, Michael and Alex, who are soon to be 12 years old in a couple of months. And I do a little bit of everything here. Lifestyle, mommy style, organization, Disney recipes, cooking and baking, of course. And I hope that you will consider joining and becoming a part of my family here. I am talking way too fast. Too much coffee this morning. Anyway, if you are returning, welcome back, my family. Let's get this going. Okay, my friends, so let me show you what I did already. I went ahead and I sprayed my mixing bowl with a nonstick cooking spray. I lined a baking sheet with the parchment paper, so that is ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and start the yeast and the bread dough and get that started, because that has to be set aside for about 90 minutes. And then while that's happening, I will go ahead and color the Easter eggs. You do not have to cook the eggs, you don't have to hard boil them first. They will cook in the oven with the bread. So so that makes it one less step. But I went ahead, I put in the yeast in the bowl. I'm going to go ahead and get some milk and warm it up. You need about 3/4 cups of warm milk. So I have my little measuring cup. Let's see if I could do this without spilling. Okay, 3/4 cups. Right? Is that right? No? Not quite. Let's do a little bit more. And I told you I'd spill it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this in a mug. I'm going to put it in the microwave just like 10-15 seconds and just keep testing it. It doesn't have to be hot. It has to be warm, so I don't want to, scold it either. It is perfect temperature, so we're going to go ahead and pour this in with the yeast, and we're going to give it a good stir. Okay, so now we're going to set this aside for 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer, and then we'll continue. Okay, my friends, I have to switch over to doing voiceover. I still have a cold and my coughing was just getting a little crazy, so I think it might be easier to do it this way. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go ahead and add 2 beaten eggs. We're going to stir in the butter, sugar, salt, and vanilla. Okay, the directions does state that the butter should be softened, and I had it out for quite a while, but honestly it wasn't soft enough, so I did struggle with the butter. I actually let it sit for a little bit so I could go ahead and come back to it, and the butter was a little bit more, soft and easy to mix in together. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and stir in 1 cup of flour at a time. You have 4 cups, so you want to carefully mix the dough to incorporate all the flour. So just using 1 cup at a time method, and then, just mixing it all in there together. Okay, from there you're going to go ahead and turn the dough onto a floured surface, and you're just going to knead it for about 5 minutes. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to take the dough and you're going to put it into a prepared grease mixing bowl. And you want to cover the dough with the plastic wrap sprayed with a non-stick cooking spray. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to set that aside for 90 minutes or until it's twice the size. Please tell me what it is about plastic wrap that is so painful. It never wants to rip away all even. You always have to fight with it. Plastic wrap. I don't know. They could come up with something a little better, I think. Okay, time to take the saran wrap off. And we're going to go ahead, take it out of the bowl, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to give the dough a good punch. And, just with your fist, go ahead, give it a good punch. And then we're going to go ahead and divide this into 4 equal parts. Okay. So you go ahead and you're going to cut it into 4 equal parts, and then we're going to go ahead and divide each quarter in half. And we're going to start rolling it into about a 12-inch length, and we're going to keep the dough about 1 inch thick. Okay, like I said, this is the first time I'm actually making this, so I wasn't really sure what I was doing. But I went ahead and I started to go ahead and twist the 2 pieces together to create a rope look. I do think it would have been easier for me if they were a little not as thick. I know it said 1 inch thick, but maybe if I had rolled it out a little bit thinner, it would have been easier. The hardest part for me was really getting the 2 ends to connect to form like the little nest. Okay, I don't think they came out too bad. I did the best I could getting them to form the circle or the nest or whatever whatever you want to call it that's going to hold the egg. I think, that was the most difficult part for me, was getting the circle shape to stay together. So from there, you're going to go ahead and take your colored eggs and go ahead and place them in the center of each of the circles. Okay, after I put all the eggs in the circles, I did go back. I kind of tried to, make sure that the ends of the circles were, joined together as best as I could. Now you're going to go ahead and you're going to cover each nest with clear plastic wrap, and you're going to let it rise again for about 20 minutes. To prepare the egg wash, you're going to go ahead and take 1 tablespoon of milk and 1 egg. You're going to mix that all together, and that is what we're going to be using to coat the dough with the egg wash before we go ahead and bake it. Before placing them in the oven, you're going to go ahead, you're going to carefully coat the dough with the egg wash, but you're going to avoid getting it on the eggs itself. Here they are, my friends, the Italian Easter bread, braided egg bread. I think they came out pretty good. I'm really happy with the way they look. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video, and if you have, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.